About a year ago, I made a video where I reviewed this product by Krylon. It's their chalkboard paint. I had painted my wall here in my office with the traditional black, used it for a long time, and made a video. And about 6,000 people have viewed that video, which is awesome because I don't typically get a lot of views. So thanks, followers and fans. Anyway, after that video, I decided to actually go and get some of their tint base. So this is really cool. They can make a chalkboard paint in any color. This happens to be our company color, so I thought it'd be really fun. Now I've had this up for about a year and I recently learned something that I wanted to share with you. So my kids come in and immediately grab all the colored chalks. I have a bowl full of chalks. They tend to go for the colored chalks. And I noticed one day when I was cleaning up that some of the chalks were staining the wall. So over here, for example, right here, you can kind of see a guy that one of my kids drew with an orange piece of chalk. I tried wiping it down and it did not come clean. Remember, I just use a wet rag and you can see nothing's happening. Whereas with normal white chalk, comes off really easily. So what I wanted to do is do a little test. I've got a bunch of different colors. We're going to do a little test here and wipe it off and see which one's stained. But basically in my research, I read that the white chalk is just made of a really hard substance that becomes a real light powder. It's really easy to wipe off. Once you start adding colorants, the chalk becomes a little bit stickier. I mean, you don't feel it, but that's essentially what's happening as they add the colorants to it. And some of those are sticking to the surface and dyeing essentially the surface. So let's go ahead and do our test. I've got purple, pink, blue, orange, green, yellow, and brown. And I'm just gonna make a line with just normal pressure. Let's see, brown. So I already told you that orange was one color that gave us trouble. Let's see what others. So, okay. So I'm going to leave the top half so we can see what colors, but we'll go ahead and get a little closer with the camera here so you can see. But basically, the yellow cleaned up pretty nicely, but there's a little bit of like a neon green glow there. We'll see what it looks like when it dries, but it cleaned up pretty nicely. The pink left a little residue. The green was okay. Orange has a little bit of a line. These are old marks, just ignore those. This is the brown, that left a mark as well. And then there's a little bit of a smear here, it looks like from the blue. And the purple cleaned up pretty nicely. Well, I guess, yeah, that's from an, sorry, there's some old markings here on the wall. But anyways, so I'm gonna take the pink, the orange, and the brown colors just completely out. And so here's my recommendation for you. Whether you're doing the black chalkboard paint or you're gonna use the tint base, I suggest just testing any colored chalk you plan on using in an inconspicuous area, down in a corner or something like that. An area that would be really easy to touch up if your test does show that certain colors stain it. So do your test, wipe it, and then just paint over that area. Take out any colors that are going to stain the surface. That's it. Hope you enjoy using this product. I have loved it.